I want a prenup, she said, her knife cutting through the steak as if it were my chest instead. We'll keep everything separate. Money, property, all of it. The gentle hum of the restaurant dimmed to nothing. The laughter, the clinking glasses, all faded. The only sound left was the steady thud of my heartbeat. I forced a smile, though it felt brittle enough to crack. A prenup? I repeated, dumbly, as if I hadn't understood plain English. Sophie didn't waver. Her tone was calm, rehearsed even. Yeah. I just think it's smart, just in case. Just in case. We'd been engaged 3 months, together 6 years. 6 years I thought we'd spent building something sacred, something that couldn't be undone with 3 words. That just in case sounded like a warning. But I nodded, because love had made me into a coward. A man afraid to challenge the one person who could destroy him. Sure, I said quietly. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Her lips curved into a smile that never reached her eyes. She brushed her fingers across my hand. I knew you'd understand. I wanted to believe that touch was about trust. It wasn't. It was control. I just didn't see it then, the first red flag waving right in front of me. The weeks that followed felt wrong. She was distracted, constantly glued to her phone, smiling at messages she never shared. When I asked, she said it was wedding stuff. And I believed her. Or, at least I tried to. Until one night, I walked past her laptop, left open on the kitchen counter. I wasn't snooping at first, but an email caught my eye. Subject: Property Agreement Draft. From Evan M. Her lawyer, I assumed, until I saw the preview line. If he signs this, we'll both get what we want. Both. My hands went cold. I clicked. The messages went back for weeks. Evan wasn't her lawyer. He was her ex, the one she'd sworn was just a friend. Their messages began casual, then flirty, then intimate, and finally strategic. They discussed real estate, accounts, investments I didn't even know existed. Sophie mentioned the prenup, saying she wanted to protect herself before marriage, to make sure she wouldn't lose half if things fell apart. And Evan's reply: "You won't. Once it's signed, we'll figure out how to make this work for us." For us. My stomach twisted. The woman I was going to marry hadn't just stopped loving me. She'd been planning her escape before the vows were even said. That night, I said nothing. I just sat in the dark, waiting for her to come home. When she did, she smiled, kissed my cheek, poured a glass of wine like nothing was wrong. Maybe for her nothing was. A week later, we were in her lawyer's office reviewing the prenup. She was glowing, confident. I was just a shell in a suit. The lawyer explained the clauses: separate property, no alimony, no claims to personal assets. I nodded through each one, pretending not to notice how she couldn't meet my eyes. When it came time to sign, she slid the papers toward me. "Ready?" she asked, smiling faintly. "Yeah," I said. "Ready." I signed my name slowly, carefully, then passed her the pen. She signed, too, never realizing I'd already been to my own lawyer. I'd had him review her draft and file a new one. The prenup was legal, but it protected me, not her. 2 months later, I came home carrying a box. Her box. She was on the couch, phone in hand, probably texting him. "Jake, what's that?" she asked. "Your things," I said. "You're moving out." Her face went pale. "What are you talking about?" I dropped the printed emails on the coffee table. "You." "Evan. The prenup. I know everything." Her lips trembled. "Jake, it's not what it looks like." "Stop." My voice was calm, tired. I used to think love meant forgiveness. But now I know it means honesty. And you haven't given me that in a long time. She started crying, reaching for me. I stepped back. "You wanted everything separate," I said softly. "So now you have it." I left her there, crying into her hands, the ring still on her finger. Outside, the night air was cold and sharp, but for the first time in months, I could breathe. Love hadn't failed me. Trust had. And sometimes, losing someone isn't tragedy. It's mercy.